I have to ask you, because of your years of service, your reaction to Bill Pulte being given a third job in the Trump administration. He will, I think at the end of this month, become the acting director of national intelligence.
Yeah, I have pretty fundamental problems with Bill Pulte becoming the director of national intelligence or acting director of national intelligence. As someone who helped start that office, I was one of the first 10 employees when, frankly, under the Bush administration, it was set up. Number one, he has no national security experience. We can't even figure out if he's ever handled classified information, if he has a security clearance whatsoever. So he's never dealt with sensitive issues of national security. But number two, much more importantly, is that he has shown in his current job that he has zero qualms taking an order from Trump to go into the personal records of American citizens and dig up false claims, let's say in this case on mortgage fraud. He's done it against Adam Schiff, Tish James, Lisa Cook. So he has shown not only an interest, but a willingness to actually use his job to manipulate information to do the bidding of Donald Trump, to weaponize the government against people. So if you take that example, proven, and you overlay that, you take that to the DNI's office with all of the access to classified information, our most sensitive tools, it should send a shiver down the spine of anyone who gives a crap about national security and about the personal privacy of American citizens. And as someone who, the president tried to criminally indict over a 90-second video, I've had the government weaponized against me. The idea of someone like that in charge of all of our, 17 different intelligence agencies is just disturbing. I heard the president backtracking on this because even my Republican colleagues are not on board.
Well, he said he might just be there for a short period, but he said, right, quote, I think he said something like he might discover some things about rigged elections. I mean, he's clearly being sent there with a mission. And let me just follow up, because I was going to ask you about that. I mean, you are one of, I'd say it's more than a handful now, you and 5 of your colleagues, as well as Jim Comey, Tish James, Lisa Cook. I mean, there are people who are perceived political enemies. I don't even know if you view yourself in that way, who he has sought to weaponize the federal government against because he doesn't like what you've said and how people have responded to it. Imagine all of the intelligence agents. I mean, the thing about the DNI is it isn't just the CIA, it's the NSA, it's signal intelligence, it's the whole soup to nuts under the purview of Bill Pulte. I mean, what do people need to understand about even a short stint for Mr. Pulte?
Well, yeah, I mean, certainly the president, you're right, said it out of his mouth today that, maybe we won't keep him there a long time, but I want him to, quote, look into the 2020 elections. That's what he's there for. Tulsi Gabbard was doing that for a while. Maybe she didn't do it well enough and she's out. And now he's found the next person who will do his bidding. And I think the thing that people don't understand is that since Watergate, right, where the intelligence community screwed up, there has been just a hard and fast, clear understanding from anyone. I was trained as a young CIA officer. You do not collect intelligence on American citizens. We focus on foreign threats abroad that are trying to threaten the homeland. The idea that someone who believes in kind of just saluting the president, no rules, no understanding of the intelligence community, that they could ever potentially use those tools to focus on domestic missions, domestic issues, actual Americans, private information. Again, it is a real threat. And the president said it aloud. That guy's over there to look into the elections, not to protect us from a terrorist attack or a nation state.
I mean, it is sort of the hallmark of this presidency that it's all out loud. We don't have to go digging. Some digging has happened since I've been on the air about a Democratic candidate in Maine, Graham Plattner. I wonder if you have any thoughts, just given the stakes of the midterm elections.
Yeah, as I was walking over here, someone flagged it. I have not read the whole thing. I look forward to the day where I am not answering every single week a question about bad behavior by another dude. I'm look forward to that day.
You and me both.
On camera, live. I look forward to that. And I haven't read the piece, but what my team told me, look, first of all, I think about the women who are coming forward. Second of all, I think if there are allegations of violence, I got a real problem with that. And it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. If there's violence, that's not okay. So I haven't gone into the details. I'm sure I'll have to get just like every week, the same briefing from my team on what happened and what, frankly, I'm sick of it. We got a lot of bigger issues to, fry here. So that's a dream I have for someday.
Yeah, it broke since I've been on the air. I'm in the same boat. I've been reading it in the breaks. But it is a lot of questions that I pose as a host to a lot of people about bad behavior alleged on the part of men. Senator Elissa Slotkin, thank you very much for joining us.